So I'd like to invite up Katerina Connery and Christine Rapida, who is the Elizabeth of Women's Federation chairwoman, to give the awards to the awardees. And our first awardee is Ritu Chopra. Ritu Chopra inspires people with her coaching sincerity and professional leadership experience that includes managing business and IT operations in Fortune 500 companies for over 20 years. Ritu is an international speaker and certified executive coach author, TV show host, and a humanitarian. Ritu hosts and executive produces Despite the Challenges, a TV show about people who overcomes impending circumstances, disabilities, and other barriers to contribute to society. She is founder of Lead My Way, a nonprofit organization focusing on advocacy efforts and awareness of gender-based violence, women empowerment, and various life skills initiatives for trauma victims. She wrote Art of Life and Mastering Life, focusing on personal mastery to achieve success in professional domains. Her most recent book is Women Leadership in the 21st Century. Let's welcome up Ritu Chopra.
Let me just read the inscription here. The HerStory Award, Ritu Chopra, for your courage and compassion in overcoming unimaginable challenges to be a light to others. March 25th, 2023.
Good afternoon. Thank you. Heartfelt gratitude to WFWP and everyone else behind this honor that I have in front of you to speak and share my story. So my story behind the media and professional bio is, little did I know that at the tender age of 12 years, that life had begun to prepare me for the time to come. I noticed that sometimes I followed the paths that opened up to me, and other times I paved my own. And these paths where the stories of my life have been etched so deep. The paths that opened themselves to unite me with the stories on the jagged cobblestones. So my story began on one summer morning, helping my father filling out some legal forms as his clerk had taken a day off. As my loving dad would laugh, and that people could not read his own handwriting. He couldn't read his own handwriting. So this insignificant event had become a significant part of my start of a journey that my dad and I had no clue that we both had started. He would often call me in his office to take dictations during my summer vacation, and I liked learning the language on the legal papers. So he typist too would like my handwriting better than my dad's. So in a matter of a few weeks, I was taking notes, and the typists would type later. In my fascination, I would read and reread as a 12, 13-year-old and ask my dad more questions. So he noticed my potential and would teach me often about legal research work. So I was learning so many new things, and looking back, these experiences have taught me confidence, ability to communicate with experienced and accomplished people, belief in myself, ambitions, problem solving, and thinking like grown-ups as in my mid-teens. He gave me a diary then one day that I used for writing words of wisdom that I would read in Sunday's paper. This unintentional learning path actually became the foundation of my journey as a young bride when I moved to the United States with my husband at the age of 21. Same opportunity did not exist for me as I had no access to pretty much anything. Life changed drastically. My higher education was interrupted. As a young, vibrant, aspiring woman, in just opposite circumstances, I had to find meaning and strength inside. With many years of unhealthy and toxic relationship, facing threats for myself and my family, cultural stigma, shame, fear, uncertainties, and a loss of dreams that I began with, my journey was very rough. I was fortunate to have had the education and burning desire to change my life's conditions. I was able to stop the physical abuse that often injured my spirit and my sincerity towards my loved ones. I questioned myself, but protected everyone else from the shame and stigma that comes with breaking away, and found myself picking up fallen pieces scattered around. Spirits bruised and confidence lost. Nowhere to turn to help, where would you go? Those who are supposed to protect you, they are ready to harm you. How can someone reconcile with that? So everywhere I turned, disappointments, hurt, sadness, and then an auto accident left me physically and emotionally in pain. I was trying to find my place in my little universe, and how did these challenges fitted into my ambitious world that I imagined growing up. Then faint voices of hope infused with faith emerged in the dark valleys that lifted my spirits. So I looked up and had no choice except to create something out of this experience that was presented to me. Ask and you shall receive. My self-inspired moment gave me courage to write a book. Seeking answers within, I remembered another pearl of wisdom that was written in my childhood diary, which said, "A teacher shall appear when a student is ready." Wow, life amazed me. So many teachers from various walks of life at the right time to guide me through what I needed to understand and answer my questions that I had in those moments. What I didn't realize that I was writing another chapter of my journey, giving those faint voices of hope to echo in the dark valleys. Now, faith had joined hope, and hope that sustains the power in faith. And I would often seek guidance from the golden pearls written in the diary that Dad gave me. The writing my first book, Art of Life, gave me opportunity to dig deep inside. I have managed to swim across and stay afloat. Finally, a smooth ride, I thought, gathered all my strength and was ready to aim higher. "Not so fast, dear," life whispered to me. "You're special. I have another test for you." The economic meltdown of 2007-08, the Great Recession, arrived to disrupt our lives. I felt too tired. I need few resting moments. So I would search my diary for golden pearls of wisdom to find something to write upon. My second book, Mastering Life, became my new expression then. Assembling the broken, scattered pieces one more time reignited my dreams to pursue a business overseas. "Not so fast, you brave ignorant," said life. "It's a man's world. A woman alone trying to compete in a world of privileged members of our society. Can you prove your worth to compete with them?" Suddenly, the inner voice became silent, almost felt numb. Then it whispered again, "Hey, you, this is not a stumbling block. This is your launch pad. faith and hope arrived once again to welcome my spirits. With glowing spirits, I found yet another venue to inspire myself and others. Despite the challenges, a TV show that inspired me and guests alike. So my journey has been stirring at every stage. Of all the battles that I have faced, I don't know how many I had won and how many I had lost. What I remember is that I fought all of them with all my strength. I found the strength by not giving up and not giving in when facing adversity. How life just slipped away, I often wonder. Remembering my childhood, my youth, my dreams for life, my journey through jagged paths. How can one get this far walking alone? Today, I stand proud and tall for all the opportunities I have been presented. Some sour, some sweet, some bitter, some painful, some pierced my soul deep, some lifted my spirits up high, and so many great teachers appeared from near and far at every intersection to guide me. I know when the life poured surmounting challenges in my path, it whispered to me each time, where there is a will, there is a way. Thus, my pledge to continue to inspire and uplift those I cross paths with, because peace begins within. Before we can bring peace on earth, we need to reconcile and continue to make contribution, however little and big. Thank you.